man Mouthpiece, voice of finish speech, and I appreciate y'all hanging out at the office. Yeah!
Once again, welcome to On My Momma Podcast. It's your man Mouthpiece, voice of Venice Beach, one of the slickest talking cats to ever come out of California, and I'm here with one of my special guests, one of my big bros, man, from my neck of the woods, city of rose babies, Pasadena, my man SikWitIt, a.k.a. the chosen one from Pasadena. You know what it is.
And you know it. Man, I appreciate you guys inviting me tonight, man.
Oh, man, hey, listen, we just started this up. You know what I mean? Basically, shout out to my man DJ Punch, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to my man Cal in the building, you know what I mean? Making sure. Cam, I said Cam? Cal. Cam. I don't know why I kept saying Cal because something else had in my phone like that, but shout out to my man Cam. But no, we holding it down right here, man. It's going down. We got a couple of things we're going to go over, but, I brought my man in because last week I was doing this by myself, and I just gave you an introduction. But when it comes to being here, man, I'm going to be having guests. We're going to be talking. We're going to be, shooting the breeze. But this man right here, he may be the most reoccurring guest because more than likely, he's just going to want to show up anyway. That's my boy. He love talking that shit, and we're going to have some fun doing this. You know what I mean?
And you know it on my mama.
So we're going to kick this off, man. First thing we're going to get into is relationships.
All right.
The thing that's been tripping me out, okay? The most hot thing going on as far as relationships right now is the whole Cardi B and Offset thing.
Yeah.
Now, she divorced him once, broke up with him once, like, hey, let's be on the break. Then they got back together.
Because he followed her.
Right.
He went and chased it.
He went and chased it because that was his wife. He felt like, that was a thing. He should be with her. The mother chicks don't mean nothing. They don't bring half of what she brings.
Bet.
Then he cheated again.
Reoccurring event.
And then, he got dragged through the mud. Basically, he's a punk. He's a skeezer. He's a good for nothing, no good husband and all this other shit. And basically, he was getting punked through social media like crazy. And all of a sudden, she's back with him again.
Yeah, because recurring events make you go back to the knowledge of thinking of what you can take and what you can tolerate. Forget what the world is saying about the situation.
So why keep telling everybody if this is going to be one of them in and out relationships? Why keep telling everybody you want a divorce if you twerking in front of him? Why you up here wanting to go down and get other people involved in your relationship if you just go right back to him?
But see, my thing is I blame it on humanity. Humanity in its own. For men and women, we all human. And most women, but some men also, go off a woman's emotion. The first emotion that they feel, they go off of it instead of just sitting back and just thinking about the situation first.
But in all fairness,
okay,
she ain't going off of bullshit. She's going off of actually being cheated on.
She's going off a real life reality check to her face. And it hurts more. Let me tell you why it hurts more. Because of who now she is.
Like wifey
and Cardi B. You are cheating on Cardi B? No, for real. This is how she feels. Because look, cheating is cheating. Nobody, no woman, no men really want to even be cheated on. So at the end of the day, it's all about how you can take it and how you tolerate it in your life. And she jumped out there fast because she just thought, I'm Cardi B. No, you can't cheat on me. I got the woman society backing me and all this. You can't do this to me. But instead of thinking of her personal feeling and what they family brings in the situation that comes with that.
But I also look at it like this, and I mean this with all fairness. What do they say when you're a celebrity and you hot, when you go to the lobby? There's 20 hoes in the lobby.
All over.
And sometimes 10 of those hoes look 10 times better than your original one. So, you know, I understand, you know, hey, it's Cardi B, she's this figure, whatever the case may be. You're supposed to have respect for her, all of that. And I get that. But I know for a fact she know the game. She's an ex-stripper that used to be in the streets. So you know that most of these men that are powerful, that be sought after behind women and all that other stuff, you know damn well that they willing to give it up in the car.
But knowing the game.
You should be...
And playing the game.
I just don't think she should go back and forth.
My thing, though, is this. Knowing the game and playing the game is two different things.
Yeah.
I'm sitting on the bench knowing the game.
Right.
I'm cool over there knowing it.
Right.
But now when I'm in the game and it landed in my home, oh, no, there's no more playing the game. Because now I just got slapped with it face first. So now I'm getting pulled from here, pulled from there. Got people backing me here, people fighting for me there. And you lose humanity because now you're not thinking with a rational mind.
And okay, so my whole thing with that is she now accepted him back. So we just supposed to move on. Because really, honestly, I'm sick of the going back and forth. It reminds me of times where you have relatives that be with somebody and you'll come over here and trash them to death.
Yes.
Wanting me to do something
to them.
Yeah, and then next thing you know, you back with him. And now he didn't come to family functions, and I'm looking at him strange to the motherfucker because I didn't beat him up before.
And that's why women shouldn't do that. That's why my whole point is saying everything that I'm saying right now is keep your home tight. Facebook and Instagram ain't for relationship breakups. It's not for you coming out there and shooting it out there. Break up in private. Deal with it in private. Then when you really know that it's finalized and you really see that it's finalized, then okay, if you want to blast it out there, go ahead. But I still say don't. Because when you do that, it shows that you're irresponsible. Because you're not thinking that, hey, I got other people that love him more than I love him and need him in a different way. I got to sacrifice some of my feelings for the betterment of the team.
I hear that. Now, other thing about relationships, it tripped me out. This whole thing about celebs sharing girlfriends. Now, you know, celebrities mess with celebrities all the time.
Yes, been doing it for years.
But when celebs are messing around with the same, I guess you could say, no-name chicks or chicks that just appear, like, I want to know what circle are you? How you just winding up in the circle? Because we got CeeDee Lamb and Trae Young messed around with the same chick.
Right.
We got Hero and Kyle Kuzma messed around with the same chick.
Right.
And PG used to mess around with Seth Curry's wife.
Right.
Who happens to be Doc Rivers' daughter.
Yeah, it's tough, man. It's crazy because the song comes to my mind. Like, it ain't no fun if the homies can't have none. But they got they click.
Now, in CeeDee Lamb and Hero's case, I hear that.
Okay.
Not in PG's case.
Well, PG's, it got personal because I think, you know, that was, well, obviously she was married material because somebody else jumped right at the opportunity. And I don't understand how comfortable you can be. Like, see, I'm from Pasadena. Me and you from Pasadena. Right, you and I.
And basically, to me, you know, I grew up with that mind state of, you know, if I'm going to live here in Pasadena, I got to understand that somebody I know or may have kicked it with or hung with or real cool with may have smashed
your girl.
My girl.
Yes, definitely.
You know what I'm saying?
No, definitely.
You know what I mean?
No, for real.
That's the thing in Pasadena. Like, I mean, it's sad to say, but it is what it is.
It is what it is.
It's a lot of married homeboys. They got homeboys they still kick it with that didn't smash their wives.
Or hit, hit a girl prior that they was once messing with, and
but as far as a what I call star figure, CeeDee Lamb, coming out of college, one of the highest prospects coming out of college, whatever the case may be, sitting on the couch,
right,
with this girl,
talking
on two phones,
right,
and she had to grab one, and he had to basically do something that he normally doesn't do, which is intercept the phone, and really like, no, don't look at my phone.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Now, you know, the world went crazy, whatever the case may be. But then what made it even worse is people dug deep. found this girl at a NBA draft with Trae Young. And it was like, now they made fun. She was the only girl in the history of chicks that was able to attend an NFL and NBA draft. That's a cold get down, man, as your reputation. You know what I'm saying? You know how to get a draft pick. You understand me? You don't know how to keep them, but you know how to get a draft pick. You understand me? So that's funny. But then the Hero and Kuzma thing. Now, the trippy part about that, Kuzma used to date this chick. I don't know her name. Don't really care. Right. You know what I mean? Because they going to trade her up in a few minutes anyway. Hero gets with the chick. Story breaks. Wow. You know what I'm saying? And now she, what they say is almost like Deion Waiters. Either way it goes, will she get a ring? You know what I'm saying? Right. Because she messed around with both. Yeah. Now, the trippy part about that whole little get down was she was able to get in the bubble. Man. So how cold is that for this chick that messed around with the dudes you playing against in the finals? But not only did you pick the wrong one because the other one won, and then you're stuck with the loser. So do she try to get back with the other one?
I'm just going to say I'm in a dark place right now. I don't understand these questions, this life, this bubble, these things that I'm going through. I'm just in a dark place right now.
And PG and the Seth. Now, I think that was one of the most awkward situations I've ever seen in drama in NBA history.
It really was.
Because for the coach to be coaching the guy who disrespected his daughter, because I heard he cheated on her and some other stuff happened. Yeah. You're coaching him, number one. Starting him, man, number two. Because I'm going to tell you right now, you do something to my baby girl, you ain't starting, homie. I don't care what.
You coming off the bench.
You coming off the bench.
I don't care what your playoff nickname is.
You feel what I'm saying? Like, no, that's my baby girl. Right. Either I'm going to have to take a seat or you going to have to take a seat. And it ain't going to be me. Right. That was one. Then on top of that, Seth, they wind up matching up in the playoff, and they was guarding each other in the playoffs.
And Seth was coming to work.
He had one highlight that went so viral.
Yes.
When he picked PG pocket and made the layup when PG was trying to come back and chase down block.
All of that.
It had to be one of the funniest moments, you know what I'm saying? But because the Clippers won, you know, it was taken a certain way or whatever the case may be. But
because Dallas came up a little short, but at the end of the day, that matchup shouldn't even have been like that. Like I said, I was in a dark place. For them, all them loving Paul George the way they did.
Yeah. Oh, no, Paul George pissed me off as a Clipper fan.
But Lil Curry came to work.
No,
and then went got married. And then went, and had a good time. He's chilling.
It seemed like Doc Rivers was giving him low-key high fives every time he did something nasty. Well, like, good job, son-in-law.
And that's, you know what
I mean?
And Doc's like, I'm gone. Y'all fired me? Okay, cool.
I'm in Philly.
They looking real good right now. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to go to Philly and see what I can do with these boys.
Yeah, shout out
see
to
if
Doc,
they listen.
Man.
Doc Rivers keeping a job.
Hey, I look at it like this. Doc has won a championship. He had the Clippers looking good. You know what I'm saying? There was some bad things that happened. He's been making playoffs every year, damn near ever since he's been coaching. Yeah. So, I mean, you know, shout out to Doc, man. He got another job right off the rip. You know, I wish Mark Jackson would get a job. You know what I'm saying? But
I don't think Mark wants one, man. I don't think Mark wants that head coaching job right now. He's good where he's at. Right. And that's part of, you know, being professional, just loving where you're at and just taking that.
Yeah, so, hey, man, but what I'll leave this on a relationship note. What is really a relationship? I mean, is there different types of relationship? Is there just a set goal on how to be in a relationship? Or is there so many different levels to a relationship that you really can't compare it to anybody else's?
I'm going with the third one you just said. There's just really no way that you can compare your relationship with others. Right. My thing, though, is you have to compare your relationship with other relationships you've been in, because all you can go on is you. Right. And how you feel and how you get down, what you can take, what you can tolerate. Right. You know what I mean? Because everybody can't take being cheated on. Right. You know what I mean? But then again, while you being cheated on, you knowing that you can't take it, don't be so quick to jump out there saying what you are and you're done, you're finished, and he's out of here to out your partner still out of anger.
Right.
Understand that you just told this man, you just told this woman, baby, you know what? I love you yesterday or this morning.
I can't hate you tomorrow.
Yeah. So love and thin line between love and hate. But at the end of the day,
it's all on how y'all judge it.
Know when you tell a person you love them, in order for you to love them, it's through thick and thin. It's through when they make a mistake on you that you never thought that they would make, and they look at you and you hear from somebody else that you shouldn't have heard it from because he didn't even come tell you. And all the worse, then you say, you know what? Ooh,
this nigga's a fool.
I love you. Ooh, look, ooh, I love you.
Yeah, it's different levels.
There's
man.
different levels to it.
But moving on, man, we gonna go ahead and talk about the NFL, bro. All the things all the things that's going on, man. We got 4 undefeated teams still left. Okay.
Yep.
Seahawks is one.
Seattle.
They get a bye.
Okay.
Russell, he's doing his thing.
He's
the defense is
good. Second half, he's coming back killing.
They look real nice, man.
He look like he in shape with Sierra.
Yeah.
Wifey over there. He look like he in real shape.
And then we got the Packers. Packers is looking real good. They undefeated behind A-Rod. They going up against the Bucks.
The Cheeseheads is about to go see Tom Breezy.
Yeah, so who you got in that?
Well, I'm gonna stay with Aaron Rodgers, homie. Yeah. Aaron Rodgers plays the game the right way. When you play a quarterback position, that's the hardest position really that's on the field.
You know how to dissect a defense.
But they playing the right way and out there clowning and have a good time.
Yeah, 5-0. Yeah, that's gonna be rough.
Yeah.
We got the undefeated Titans.
Tennessee,
they knocked off the undefeated
Bills,
which was a good game.
They popped them.
Yeah, so they got the Texans. Who you got in that?
If Tennessee is still running that 584-yard boy, Henry,
yeah, he's putting in work.
No, he's playing like a hog right now.
Hey, the way he did Norman.
Oh my goodness.
My God. Hey, he's out here, man. I was over there talking to that on Instagram, man, on NFL, and I said to myself, this dude got to be practicing UFC in his off season, man, because that was a judo toss.
But you said who they playing again though?
They're playing against the Texans.
See, the Texans, that's J.J. Wyatt and all them boys over there, right? Watt.
Yeah,
him. But
But he
don't worry. I just think Henry, he's coming downhill. It's a problem right now.
But I do like the quarterback.
Tannehill?
No. The quarterback for Texans. Watson.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Watson's cool, but
Deshaun, but he comes to play like every now and then, though. It's kind of hard to say when he wants to show up.
And they lost Big Hops.
Yeah.
See, that's big, but they do got some good receivers. But they're on a bad streak right now. They're on a bad streak. So who you got? You got Titans with that one going
I
still
got
undefeated?
Tennessee.
Yes, all right, Tennessee. And last but not least, my personal favorite.
Oh, yeah, the Steelers.
The Steelers still undefeated.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Doing their motherfucking thing.
Uh-huh.
They going up against the Browns, which only have one loss.
Okay.
That AFC North is looking strong.
They are.
We're undefeated. Minus the Bengals.
Right.
No. But you got to look at, for 3 teams in a division to only have 2 losses in a matter of 5 weeks. That's pretty good for 3 teams.
I'm going to tell you this, though, but that brown and orange look good on Beckham. Yeah, when he's clowning and doing them 3 touchdown a day things, I don't know what they coming with, but Beckham is looking like he is upset at the league for doubting and hating on him and taking him to Cleveland.
But they are going up against now.
Yes.
My guys, who happens to be one of the top defenses in the league.
So that's what I'm saying.
So we going to key in on Beckham. We going to key in on Landry.
What about Baker?
Baker listen to me, bro. Anybody that knows me knows that I play with the Browns on Madden.
Okay.
Baker is a monster.
Mayfield.
I mean, in the last game that he played, I'm not going to lie to you, he looked great, athletic. He was on the money. Some of the plays that they came up with was very crafty. All them wide receiver tosses and everything. It looks good.
But you just saying he just can't go against 6'7" Ben.
I look at that defense is gonna make him hurt.
Okay.
TJ Watt, Bud Dupree, my boy Devin Bush.
Yeah.
We gonna go Big Head Hayward.
So how much y'all beat him by? You don't care if it's 3. You just win.
No, I mean, I want to set a tone.
Oh, okay.
I want to set a tone. If we can beat them by double digits, I'll be happy. If we can beat them by 10 or better,
all right, bet.
I'm good.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Because that's a divisional game. I don't expect us to blow them out.
But my thing, usually when Cleveland loses, they lose by double digits anyway. So that ain't really saying too much.
But I think this is a different Cleveland team this year.
Okay.
No, I got respect for them.
Cleveland
I got
Browns.
respect for the Cleveland Browns.
Yeah.
I mean, I love Odell. You know what I'm saying? I love Chubb.
Okay.
Chubb is a monster.
Yeah, he's
I
a
love him
beast.
to death. I love him to death, man.
Yes,
I can't
he
take
runs
nothing away
hard.
from him.
You think they slip in through the wild card?
Oh no, I think because last year I betted $80 that the Browns would not win 10 games. I won that, and then they barely didn't get that. You know what I'm saying? They was like, I think 8 or 9 last year, so they almost did. But I believe that this team is gelling a lot better this year.
No, they looking good, man. Like I said,
You know what I mean? That offense looked raw.
That brown and that orange, man, is looking a little bit different going up and down that field. Especially what Beckham is doing to them boys. I'm telling you,
Yeah,
man.
I have
and
nothing
Chubb
against
opened
them.
it up for him.
But
If-
I mean,
if
they're
Baker
going
can
against my
just-
black and
But
yellow.
if Baker can just get it on the money, black and yellow might be black and yellow. Black
No,
and yellow.
I believe now. Do I believe that we're gonna win by double digits? I believe it might be like a 3-point game.
Okay.
It might come down to 6-3.
All right, bet.
You know what I'm saying? But
Yeah.
I believe it's gonna be a good game. But
Okay.
so we got those picks out the
All
way.
right, yes, we do.
Let's talk about the little, side things, the side dishes when it comes to the NFL. First of all, my man, was it House? No, that's
You mean House in the NBA?
no. It was an NFL guy that up there had snuck a girl in, didn't he? And he got his I think he had got that a girl, and I think he was from the Cowboys. Somebody at the Cowboys did that.
I
that.
don't know.
I had to check on it.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
But I
what
could
that
have swore that was it. But the other thing is Dak Prescott breaking his ankle.
Yeah, that was a sad Sunday for me, man. And I ain't even a Cowboy fan.
Yeah, I'm not either, man.
I don't
I
like
could give
nothing
a
about
two
the
shits
Cowboys.
about the Cowboys.
But when my boy went down,
That hurts. That hurts.
It
I hate
hurts.
to see anybody that honestly have a gig and you are a prize. Well, no, I ain't gonna even say. You could be any position. I ain't gonna say a prize position. You could be any position. I hate to see that happen for anybody, but then, that particular position is so vital to your team. And they were already on the rough streak. Now, without Dak, it's like,
but just me being an athlete, period, just
Oh, no, I heard for the man.
Thinking out as an athlete, nobody wants to play a game, go through blood, sweat, and tears, trying to be in shape, trying to work hard to become the best you can be, and then we still have to deal with injury, man.
Yeah.
For him to have to just break his ankle like that, man, I was just really sad because the emotion that was shown after he broke it and after he realized what
A lot of
happened,
stuff go
and he
through your
saw
mind.
a lot of things is running through his brain, his mind, and then the emotion hits him, and then you're only human, man. And then we're going through so much with this world right now that everybody is kind of more sensitive to the fact that, oh man, Dak hurt himself, man. That's crazy. You know what I mean? So
yeah, shout out to Dak, man.
Yeah,
Hope you
big
get
shout out.
way better, man. I hope you come back. Hope you at least be stable enough to get down. You know what I'm saying? My whole thing too would trips me out, and I think I had talked about this last week, and one of my boys brought it up again. It is crazy how we have an NBA bubble, but we don't have an NFL bubble. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
Oh, yeah. We have a NBA bubble. We had an NBA bubble, but we don't have an NFL bubble. And then we had, people from different teams
that still caught it.
still catching it.
Yeah,
And people are traveling and carrying on. And, I just feel like, why is it that it's okay for the NFL to be traveling when the NBA could have did the same damn thing? You know what I mean? So what's the difference, and why is it okay for these NFL players to be traveling? Yeah, that's a cold.
I think it's harder to keep 60 to 70 people per team in a bubble. So their minds didn't expand that quickly. The NBA thought fast because we can lower our 15 to 13. Then we got the coaching staff. We can sit them in there. Where would the NFL people play at in their bubble? Right. London?
Well, they are talking
England?
They are talking about doing a bubble playoff. Now that is being brought up.
Well, that's because that's the outside thinking. They have to think that way because say the playoffs come and then 3 people per team catch COVID.
Yeah.
What we gonna do? We can't postpone that. The playoffs
Right.
cost money. How we
Right.
gonna send that back another week?
Right.
So
Right.
yeah, everybody has now that everything's hitting in different ways. They sitting on the outside thinking and looking in for things that they don't even see coming yet.
Right.
So that's why they have to sit back and bring it all together.
I mean, hey, listen, I definitely trip about, people decision making or whatever the case may be. It's been some NFL decisions that I just trip about all the way around. The Washington thing, them not being able to have a mascot, that throws me off. To me, it's too
not
many.
to be called the Redskins.
No. I understand why they said, take that away because, we got so much racial whatever.
Yeah.
My whole thing is all them intelligent, sophisticated, professional people over there in Washington
couldn't think of
come up with a mascot? Like y'all, I mean, just on the strength of, to me, that's how I think messed up the whole idea was. Y'all can't even come up with an idea.
And then the reason they can come up with an idea, believe me, they had a plan. They had a plateau. They had names. But the name now, when you bring it out, the fans that was once believing in the Redskins, they not just accepting that name. So you can't just throw just any old name out there and expect everybody in Washington that was with John Riggins and Joe Theismann
But you
and
could
all
have came
back
up
in the
with
day.
you could have came up with Washington Warriors,
They
Washington
might not like
Soldiers.
Warriors. They might not like Warriors, soldiers. That don't sound right.
You get what I'm saying?
I don't think the jump from Redskins to Warriors is a good transition.
See what I'm
Why?
trying to, they just not.
I mean, it's the same kind of plateau as like Redskins are. I mean, I don't know if most people be thinking it. Indians were like feared as warrior type. Like you run across them, gun or not.
Yeah, but I think
So I mean, it's the same
expect
principle.
I think people expect a total 180. I don't think they expect you to ease into a name.
Not
change
even
and
an
be like-
animal. They couldn't think of an animal.
No, they could have thought of an animal. I'm just saying, like,
What about Washington Aztecs? No. See, that's what I'm saying.
No, I wouldn't
Nobody's
even do
gonna
no
like
people.
But nobody's the
This dude
aardvarks.
just said the
nobody's
aardvarks.
nobody's gonna like no
Ain't
name
nobody
that,
fucking with no
that was given to
armadillo.
Washington.
You know what I'm saying? I look at it like this. It could have been some type of animal that, I mean, come on, there's too much intelligence behind a fucking team that you can't come up with something. That's all
The
I'm
generals?
getting at. Something.
They did not want to be labeled. They like it better just with a W on their helmet.
I understand
They
all
keep
that, but
you
it
thinking.
sounds stupid.
It does.
It
though.
sounds
is.
stupid because
Yeah.
people want to relate to something.
Right.
It ain't just Washington. I mean, Washington Pit Bulls. If you're going to do it like that, do the Pit Bulls. It's just Washington, the Washington
team.
football.
It's called the Washington
Washington
football
football
team. Like, come on, bro. Like,
No, it's
for
bad.
real.
Yeah, no, for real.
It's hood niggas everywhere that coming up with names for niggas all day. Just go to the hood and ask like a
Think
cool
about
nigga.
the names you used to come up with on your Madden when you used to create a team.
Bro.
Man.
Bro. Like,
The Washington Sentinels.
Like,
Anything,
like what?
yeah,
Hey,
like-
what is okay? I'll put it to you this way: what animal is really like referred to in Washington? Like every state has an animal. Check that shit out. It's California Bears. Like every state has an animal, so you can go with the fucking state of your animal.
Why didn't they
Wait a
just
minute.
say-
It's not a state though.
What?
DC's not a state.
Why? Okay, District of Columbia.
Let me see. Hold on. Let me see.
Why not Washington Trump?
You know damn well ain't nobody playing for the team.
Oh, okay. Well,
Ain't nobody gonna play for them motherfuckers.
Okay, I didn't
If
know.
you name a team after Trump, homie, that team is gonna be only have motherfucking water boys, the chain movers, and probably the coaching staff. Ain't gonna be no players.
You know how many players and people in the teams is voting for Trump? We're not gonna talk about that right now, though.
But they ain't playing football.
What?
I bet you right now, let all the dudes that raise their hand that you want to play for Trump go to the Washington team. I bet you your bottom dollar.
Bet you they have a
that
whole
team will get
full team.
smashed every week.
Man.
Nah, that official bird ain't looking too good, bro.
Wait, what is the bird? What is the bird?
It's
A thrush?
A wood thrush.
Hey.
Washington wood thrushes.
Hey, the Washington thrush.
The Washington thrush.
Y'all could have had a grimy bird on the sideline with muscles. I don't care.
But they could put that bird on the helmet or something.
Something, man. Like, come on, bro. Like, I just think, to me, it's too much intelligence in the organization because of marketing, because of, dealing with people contracts. It's too much intelligence over there for them not to
But
come
guess
up
what
with
I
something.
just thought of right now, though? How about one of the NFL teams just really keep it real with one of these people that just got killed? And it be the Washington Breonna Taylors. Since
Well, they
we
ain't gonna
wearing
go
the
that
helmet
far.
on the back
The
and all
Taylor's
that.
is nice. The
Washington Taylors?
Hey,
That's
hey,
kinda
Taylor's
hard.
made is
That's
nice.
kinda hard.
listen,
It's a company.
listen. I'm with
You
it.
heard it with me first. Don't say no
Yeah,
man.
I'm with it.
Let me mark that
But
up.
you know damn well it ain't gonna happen.
Well, I'm just saying.
So I mean, we can do wishful thinking and all that
'Cause
shit.
they're
but,
not a
you know,
state. They're a district. So
Yeah,
that'll
that-
be the first team.
That shit
Fight
is
for it.
It is what it is. But shout out to all.
NAACP. Fight.
Shout out to the NFL, man. We glad you back. It's very confusing that you are, traveling from here to there, but I can't wait to see the bubble playoffs, see how that work out. Go Steelers, man. Keep it macking. Moving on, man. Movies and shows, man. I'm going to tell you right now. If you have not checked out every fucking thing on your Netflix, Hulu, Amazon Prime, Stars, Showtime, HBO, AMC,
This is the time to do it.
nigga, you should have did it already. Because I'm going to tell you right now, it's about to start opening up because they got people, letting bars get back cracking. People are playing hoops. You know what I'm saying? People getting back together again.
Yeah.
My whole thing with that is this. Movies was the thing in these last couple of months to catch up on all your binge watching and everything like that. So, I caught up on a lot of shit, but it's a couple of shows, that's right now that's making everybody talk. You know what I'm saying? So, first couple you brought up to me, Good Lord Bird.
Good Lord Bird.
Now, personally,
Yeah.
I haven't heard about it.
Okay.
But when you told me and you gave me the spiel, I was interested. So, for the people, man, let me know what that Good Lord Bird is about.
Well, Good Lord Bird, first of all, is with Ethan Hawke.
Okay, Ethan Hawke. All right.
And he's a protector of black people that are dealing with slavery,
If you don't know, Ethan Hawke is white.
racism, anything that is making the black nationality not live up to its potential
Okay.
and its freedom and everything that they fight for.
Right.
He's killing you. He's killing you in the name of Jesus.
Oh, wow. Wait. A white dude is protecting black people by killing racist people. Get it down. Killing racist people
Yes,
for black people.
for black people.
So, okay, wait. Because this is one thing that I've always paid attention to. They've always hated white people who sided with black people, right? They've always hated that, like racist. They always hate when that to them is like the ultimate form of disrespect.
Right.
Okay.
And that's the first scene of the movie. The first scene of the movie, he's in a barber's chair, and the real racist white man walks in there talking bad to him, saying who he is, saying, "Is this you?" Saying such and such and such and such. Oh, you are that person that I think that you are. He's saying, no, I'm not this, I'm this and that, I'm not, I'm whoa.
Right.
But if you pull that gun out on me in the name of Jesus and all these old things, is not gonna go off. It's gonna pop in your hand and you don't know. And So he kept telling him, "Who are you? Who are you?" He was like, "Yeah, I am."
Don't give too much.
Yeah,
Don't give
okay,
too
but
much.
I'm just, basically saying
He's a protector of
He's
black
a protector of black people. And the main star is a little boy, but he heard the dad call the little boy a name that sounds like a girl's name.
Okay.
So he thinks that the little boy is a girl. The little boy is living like a black girl, so he don't have to do all the slave work and all the picking up and all the cleaning up. So, because women back in that day got it a little bit easier.
Right.
Pretty light-skinned women got it easier due to
right.
not having to be in the field and all that.
Right.
But,
Shade got you some shade.
Yeah,
basically.
exactly. So, but it's
Okay.
interesting.
Good Lord Bird, man.
Good Lord
Y'all be
Bird.
sure to check that out.
Check it out.
Another one that I was tripping about is Lovecraft Country.
Oh,
Now,
man.
I've seen it. I mean, as far as like I've watched majority of it. I ain't watched the whole thing yet, but from what I've seen, it's trippy.
It's awesome to me. I love Lovecraft Country. But they hated on it because black people are being like with demons and scariness and crazy. They don't like that. They don't like when we're doing anything to succeed in a positive way that white people once have done it before.
Right.
With demons and things involved.
Right.
But now black people doing it and now they want to hate on it. But
Yeah,
the show's hot though.
Yeah, because I seen it and what's her name? Journey Smollett.
Ooh.
She is blazing right now. She's
blazing
everywhere.
hot.
You know what I mean? Because she's in this other show too. So, I mean, she getting a double check. You know what I mean? She
Triple
got
checks.
She's
doing
I mean,
a whole lot.
she's doing a whole
she's
lot.
doing
But
a
what
whole
I'm saying
lot.
is, right now, these two shows that are hot right now, as far as go check them out. Lovecraft Country, and the other show is called Underground.
The Underground.
And Underground is about the slave, the whole get down to the slaves and everything like that. And she plays a girl who was the daughter of the main mistress of the main massa's house plantation.
Wow.
I think it was called the Moran or Morkin or something like that plantation. It was one of the most respectable slave plantations in the South. And this man carried on a full-on relationship while having a wife, like most of them used to, sleeping with his main house slave, had, I believe, two babies with her. Okay, a little Journey, who is played the daughter,
Right.
and the little boy. But she had an older son also. I'm not gonna tell you certain things that go on in this story, but when I tell you, they're giving you a cold description of slavery and the whole thing, and then there's a surprise character that comes in as Harriet Tubman, who was like, one of the most baddest, Underground Railroad, getting slaves from here to there.
Right.
She was a hog. You know what I'm saying?
But I must say, I'm low-key tired of all these slavery movies, man.
But you know why? I mean, don't get it twisted. I am too, because it shows, the hatred that they had for us.
That they have.
Or that they have for us.
Continue.
And my whole thing with that is something that has to be told.
It does.
You get what I'm
because
saying?
we don't have history no more in school.
Yeah, because it's a lot of things like in Lovecraft Country, they tap in on, I think it was called the Tulsa Massacre, where Tulsa Massacre was basically considered the first Black Wall Street.
Right.
And it was a city that basically was thriving with nobody else's help but the black community.
Was it Emmett Till or something they did?
No.
Who was that?
It was basically the Tulsa Massacre. Basically, it was considered, like I said, the first Black Wall Street.
Okay.
And these people, first black people that was having their own businesses, their own schools, they started to build a hospital, like have their own basically community,
right,
like every other white community has done before in history. And they were bombed, set on fire, lynched, and by not only a mob of racist white people that wasn't even in the town.
Right.
These were some people that came from their town to come to this town that was not bothering nobody, had no crime at the time. You feel me? And basically came in there and killed innocent people. and then had the help from the sheriffs. They killed him, helped kill.
Yeah.
And then the military came in
and helped.
and
as well.
bombed
Wow.
the entire city.
Yeah.
People died in the bombing.
We had no way of winning.
No way.
No way.
So, this show, both of these shows,
Okay.
kind of displaying what happens in the history. But like I said, Lovecraft Country, and courtesy to my wife, she hit me on game as far as what the show was about.
Right. Right.
But she told me about how, basically it's tapping in on a lot of the Black history and certain things that you just be like, so they weren't doing nothing to nobody and y'all just came in and wow.
Just because you could.
And nobody did nothing about it. No, and then anybody that was probably a survivor from it couldn't speak on it.
Nothing.
Because you might be killed.
Right.
Because, you're not going to try to go to the police because the police helped.
Man.
So, it's these two shows. I know it hits home, you know what I'm saying? And it's kind of hard for some people to watch, whatever. Because, for me, sometimes I turn away. You know what I'm saying? Because if it gets kind of hard, I'll be like, man, I got to walk off.
Yeah, because anger still is,
you get what I'm saying?
Yeah, something we're dealing with every day.
But I definitely will say, two good shows to watch. It's a lot of production into it. I think the cast did a lovely job on displaying on how things going and everything like that. So I give them a lot of props. And like I said, Journey Smollett, she's doing her thing in a double feature. Man. Handle your biz. The last little show was a cold one. Cold one. It kind of hit me at home, being a dad. You know what I'm saying? And I can't imagine. And the name of this show was American Murder, The Family Next Door. And this show kind of like is disgusting in a lot of ways, in the sense of what part of you just feels cool and like some in your mind said it's okay for you to kill somebody that you clearly love because you went and got married, you created a life with her, you got a house with her, you made children with her, you've been on plenty of outings with her, you be with her family, she be with your family. If there's arguments, I understand that. Ain't no relationship perfect. But for you to cheat, then turn around and want to murder somebody who basically seemed like they, was with you. They didn't seem like they was cheating. You get what I'm saying? Because this woman vlogged her whole life. How she loved her husband and this, that, and the third, and she loved her kids. And so, when she vlogging her whole life, it's kind of hard for her to be out here cheating. Unless she's hanging with the homegirls when they go on their business trips, whatever. But my whole thing is, bruh, you could have just left.
I'm going to give a shout out to my girl right now. My girl tells me all the time when we chilling, yo, leave me.
Right.
Don't kill me, though.
Right. Don't think you can't get away from me.
Yeah, go ahead and just go. But don't kill me. That's coward, man. That's a real serious coward, bro.
And to me, you killed her over this woman. A woman that you met, evidently was very infatuated with, or whatever the case may be.
Again, though, go home and tell her, hey, listen, I just did this and this and this and that. I came home thinking I was going to kill you.
Nah.
I'm just trying to tell you, before you kill me, tell me something. Don't just do it.
Yeah, but I look at it like this. If you tell her something like that,
what?
It's going to get rough with you and your kids.
You giving her a warning.
Because then all of a sudden she can use that and say you was going to try to kill her kids.
He did it anyway.
No. But what I'm saying is, like you said, telling her, oh, I'm up here and don't kill me. Just leave me be, or whatever the case may be. That's what you just said, right?
I said before you kill her.
Right. Tell her about it.
No, not necessarily.
Or tell her you wanted to.
If that's the case. If you get to that point.
But if you tell her something like that and you don't, when it comes to her leaving,
Yeah.
she's going to want to say that you might harm the kids because of what you said to her.
And that's fine. You're not getting what I'm saying.
But that's
I'm about to kill her and the kids. So that's my warning and telling you, leave me now.
I hear that.
Because I am trying not to go to jail for my rest of my life because I am definitely not thinking correctly because I'm a coward.
Right.
And I'm about to kill you and these kids because I don't know no better because I'm an idiot. I'm a complete fool.
But I also say
So,
this.
baby, please listen to me because
Right.
like I told you, mine always said, just leave me. Don't kill me because somebody else wants you. He didn't even leave her for nobody else, bro. Then somebody else would have loved them kids. Somebody else would have loved her somewhere.
Yeah,
He's a coward,
both.
bro. He killed
all
both, bro.
three.
He killed all of them, and
Yeah.
then kept living his best life.
Yeah, like it was nothing. It messed me up. I mean, definitely peep that out because I'm gonna tell you like this. Look at the signs. See if somebody is actually like feeling like they ain't feeling you. You know, if a person ain't touching you or whatever the case may be, you know what I mean? You gotta either talk it out or you gotta leave.
Mouth, can I say one thing to you?
What's
though?
happening?
Listen to this. He don't even get the girl that he killed the people for.
Right, he go to jail.
So that's what I'm saying,
He
Mouth.
went to jail for a triple murder.
The boy has demons in him.
Yeah, yeah.
I
Clearly.
believe in spirits because if you believe in heavenly spirits, you got to believe in a demonly
Clearly,
one.
he
And they jump
something.
into him. They jump into you. And this white man went and killed his whole family, man,
For a chick.
for another chick that he ain't gonna never be able to see.
She ain't writing you no letters or nothing on me. But
It's
I
a
mean,
wrap.
you know, check out those 4.
Yeah,
Good
that's
Lord
that.
Bird, Underground, Lovecraft Country, American Murder, The Family Next Door.
Yes, for sure.
Last but not least, we're going to talk about it, man. You know, us being from Cali, we got to talk about it. The Los Angeles Lakers, man, congratulations to them. You know, they are the champions.
And you know what?
And I'm gonna keep it G with you. I have been a Clipper fan, you know what I'm saying, ever since I was younger. I was also a Sacramento Kings fan.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? Because just to keep it G with you, you know what I'm saying? I've always had a thing for certain players, and Webber was my favorite player, you know what I'm saying, kind of growing up and stuff like that. As far as the Clippers, I always wanted to root for the Clippers. I didn't want to root for the Lakers because at the time, my grandmother was a huge Laker fan, and me and her did not get along, so I just wanted her to be unhappy. You understand me? But over the course of time, I've learned to have a cool liking for the Lakers, especially after drafting Ball because he was a hometown boy. I was kind of like, oh man, I'm not gonna lie to you. R.I.P. to Kobe. I had issues with liking the Lakers back then. You get what I'm saying?
Well, since you was keeping it G, I'm gonna interrupt you and I'm gonna keep it G.
All right.
Yeah, let me keep it G now. If you were liking the NBA, period,
Well, I love
there
Magic.
was no other basketball team to like for me. We're speaking for me now.
Okay.
When I was raised, I loved no other basketball team but the Los Angeles
Most LA.
Lakers.
Most Cali cats do.
The best point guard in the world to ever play the game for me was Irvin Magic Johnson.
Yeah.
This is just beliefs that I had. Michael Cooper, one of my mentors from
Pasadena,
Pasadena,
yeah.
California, played for the Lakers.
Used to see Coop at the vending machine at Pasadena High all the time.
I'm a born and raised Laker fan. I hated Michael Jordan. I hated Chicago.
I love
I
MJ.
hated anybody else that was a star that played on any other team that was not
True
a
Laker.
Laker. I'm a true Laker fan.
Right.
But in saying that, when you come to LA and you are now affiliated and a part of my organization and my team, I love you wholeheartedly and the same.
Right.
And that's just my get down, keeping it G. Now, back to you.
So my whole thing about that is this, man. LBJ, I have always been a fan of his since the McDonald's All-American game. Watching him play as a youngster, whatever. I won $200 on his rookie season of him. I believe that he would score or average more than a dub, and he did. And from then on, man, I mean, you know, MJ was one of my favorites. You know what I'm saying? But LeBron James made it fun for me to watch basketball again because of how he played the game. You know what I'm saying? He takes a lot of players that teams really don't give a shit about. Like, I mean, some of these guys were okay. I'm talking about in his early career. We ain't talking about, championship runs, whatever the case may be. He took some sorry teams, some sorry players. I mean, I call it as I see it, to the championship. And I gave him props for that because nobody else showed up.
Well,
in that championship, nobody else showed up.
I was a LeBron hater.
I heard that.
And what I mean by that is not just hating the man.
Just
I
because he was
hated what
great.
team he was playing on.
Right.
Because I didn't want to see him on that island because I'm a real true Laker fan.
Right.
But to understand the game of basketball, those that you hate is the thin line. You love them as well.
Right.
So on the other flip side of just being a fan of the game alone,
Right.
no one does what he does better at a higher level.
Right.
He plays defense very well with the intensity that is high.
Right.
He makes 3 or 4 people better that's
Right.
on his team.
Right.
He's a leader on and off the floor, how he speaks to people, how he carries himself.
Right.
So for you not to like or once have hated and then come out to like a person like that, then the problem lies with you.
Yeah, no, hey, man, everybody said that he couldn't come over here and do it in the West. He did it. People trying to put an asterisk next to the fact that we played in the bubble. You know what I'm saying? That he played in the bubble. But you still got to play against the players. You still got to see them. You know what I'm saying? And, it's really, that was your time to focus. I believe. Some people can't deal with it. I understand that, but whatever.
The bubble, to me, was more difficult to play in. It was harder to me.
Because they not doing their norm.
They're not doing their norm. When you take a person out of their normal,
Right.
that messes with them mentally. Basketball is 90% mental.
Right.
So everybody's hating, it's a bubble. It's a bubble ring. You don't really, it's
Right.
this, it's that, it's whack.
Right.
Man, it's harder being locked up in a bubble, not seeing your family, knowing that people's dying all around you that you really care about. Mm-hmm. The world is at a uproar. You got this man behind the world in the city that don't care nothing about you, us, whatever. We wearing this Black Lives Matter, but do they really? We wearing Breonna Taylor, but do they care? We wearing all these how many mores and all this, but we playing. We don't even want to play. We're crying in the inside. Right. That's hard to play with all that mental on you and to be trying to win a championship. And for the Los Angeles Lakers, Kobe just dying. And for all these things, it was more important for us to watch them and listening to their grouts and their grunts and their voices than for them to keep shutting the game down and we have nothing to watch. Like right now, I'm missing NBA right now. I'm missing them already. I can't wait.
Yeah, they said it's going to start back up in, I think, February.
December or something?
No, February.
Okay, well,
February,
that's my birthday month. I'm ready.
End of January or February, they trying to get it going. But I wanted to send a shout out to both sides because, number one, Miami came into this and really honestly, man, nobody thought that they would make it to the finals.
Man, if you went and put $100 down in Las Vegas.
Oh, you'd have banked out.
That Miami just makes it to the finals.
You'd have banked out.
Do you know how many 8-1s or 16-1s that was?
No,
Come
that
on,
was
man.
cold.
That's
was
what
cold.
I'm saying.
No, I mean, I'm going to tell you right, they made me a believer after that Milwaukee series.
They went in there and got rid of them. They was not playing games. They played together and smacked Giannis.
Yeah, I've never seen the Greek Freak get tamed like that. It was, shout out to that man Crowder. Crowder balled. He held that man from running over people and running through. He did his thing. But Jimmy Butler, Hero, Robinson, Dragic did his.
When they got hurt, man, it changed the series. It
yeah,
really
man.
did. They tried to fight, but Lakers had too much. But it was too big.
I'm gonna tell you like this, and this is just cutting it real quick. I'm proud of LeBron James for coming over here and doing his thing, making a promise and really sticking to it. And then on top of that, people are saying AD helped him. Well, yeah, of course. He needed another great player because simple fact, most teams that have won always had two great players.
That's why they went to go get him, right?
Yeah.
No,
yeah.
for AD to come do what he was doing, right? So we can win a championship, right?
Right.
So stop with all the help he had and all that. LeBron made AD better as well, and that's what
of
people are not
course.
remembering.
Because
AD's good, but LeBron made him better.
Yeah, I mean, because don't get it twisted. AD scores 50.
Man,
AD will score 47. Like, I mean, AD go hard. But by himself in New Orleans, he couldn't get over the hump. He couldn't get over the hump because of the fact he didn't have another great player.
Exactly. He had
Boogie, but Boogie was injured. It was kind of weird, whatever the case may be. Shout out to Holiday. I'm not
Drew.
Yeah, Holiday is a great player.
Man.
I'm not taking nothing. I respect him and Justin. That family, man, shout out to the Holiday family. Y'all know I mess with y'all.
Man, big time.
But the thing about it is, he's a great point guard, but AD needed another powerhouse. Holiday is not a powerhouse. He's a great defender. He's a great point guard. He can ball out. But you need that next level player.
AD left for a reason.
Yeah.
And when he left for a reason, he came and got it done, man. That's the bottom line.
So
shout out to, I give him LeBron though the love because he got MVP though.
Yeah, no, LeBron came
teams.
through in the last couple of games, man, and he came through all the games. Excuse me. He came through all the games.
Man.
But
He lost when he had 40.
yeah. And the last couple of games, like I said, man, I cannot deny the man's greatness because he's been consistent through his whole career. Regardless if you want to say he's been to 10 championships, he's lost that many, he's been to 10. You got some people that ain't never smelled it.
Man.
You know what I mean? So, I think it's a trip that we hold him such high standard that if he does not make the finals, you condemn him for it.
Yes.
So it's like, okay, for sure.
Definitely.
I'll take that.
With Danny Green and
With
with
Danny
Caldwell
Green.
Pope and with,
It's
no, for
always
real.
a new crew
It's
with
always,
him.
yes, and he's
It's
making
always
them,
a new crew.
and he gets them on the level mentally,
Right.
and they shining. And I'm happy to see LA back in the championships again.
Man,
Hey,
shout out.
but shout out to my boy though, man. We keep forgetting him, man,
Oh.
and I ain't gonna let him forget him because I'm on the show today.
What?
And I'm representing all point guards.
What?
Rondo.
Yeah, Rondo. Rondo did his thing. I mean, yeah, like you said,
Shout out to Rondo.
You pointed it out. It was a shame that they didn't give him a lot of airtime because, he is a former Celtic, so they kind of hate the fact that, he was on the team that beat the Lakers for that one championship. So, but he came over, he made amends and got a one with y'all. So, hey,
Man, they
let's
supposed
keep
to
it
let
moving.
Rondo the general talk, man. They supposed to let him talk, man. That's his second
I
ring.
mean, it's
LeBron
haters
and AD.
everywhere.
Yeah, it's haters even in your own organization.
Yeah, it's
man.
haters
That's crazy.
everywhere. But,
so
hey,
you gotta watch it.
Shout out to the Lakers.
Yes.
Congratulations on
Yes.
the 17th one. Man, you're making Cali feeling real good right now, man. Once we get out of this pandemic, I hope that parade be as what it's supposed to be. You know what I mean? I probably won't show up, but I definitely support all day long, man. I'm a big LeBron James fan, and I definitely wish him another one. I wish him 2 more so he can tie with the greatest, man. One of the greatest, at least.
Man, I'm a Laker fan. So long as he stay in LA,
Oh, no, he ain't
I
going
want
nowhere.
3 or 4 more. So
Yeah,
how
he ain't
about
gonna-
that?
Nah, I'm going to tell you like this. I ain't going to try to put him in the ground.
No,
I would
but he
like for
gonna-
him
he-
to just go out on a good note, maybe 2 or 3 more. If he can tie or surpass MJ, then I just want to just let it be.
Watch what I say here
I
first.
just wanna let it be.
LeBron's gonna stay in the NBA to be able to play with his son.
Hey, that'd be dope. That'd be dope. That'd be dope. I would love that, and I think personally it'll be over for me. It'll be over for me. It'll be over.
Well,
for
I
me.
said it here first.
You know what it is. Hey, man, I definitely appreciate, man, the homie coming through. No, not the homie. My bro coming through. You know what I'm saying? Kick the actual factuals with me, man, about everything. And, we just kept it G, had a good time, man. When you come and tune into this show, best believe you're going to get that real talk. Hit me with some comments. Hit me with some of that. What you think we should talk about next? Right here, my man SikWitIt in the building.
Oh,
I'm
my
your
mama.
man Mouthpiece in the building. And be sure to come holler at us anytime. Where can they catch you? Instagram?
The real SikWitIt. TheRealSikWitIT. Robin Kennedy on Facebook. Holla at your boy.
You know what it is. You can catch me, Mouthpiece, JC Mouthpiece Thompson on Facebook. You can catch my gaming for Madden, Mouthpiece Gaming. You can catch me on Instagram, Voice of Venice Beach. You know what it is, man. We out here. Oh, TikTok, Voice of Venice Beach also. I'm your man Mouthpiece, voice of these hoop streets and voice of these young thug streets. You know what it is, man. Mouthpiece in the building on my mama.